Let's talk about fights and silent treatments. So, first of all, do you use these tactics? Do you fight to stop conversations? Do you do a silent treatment? Are you the person who, let's talk about the kinds of silent treatments. Let's note when sometimes we don't know what to say, so we just go silent and we don't respond because we need time to think about it. There's that, which I don't consider like a true silent treatment. And then like maybe what I would call a more typical silent treatment is like being so angry that you don't talk to someone for a period of time or days on end. And so are you using these tactics, and why are you using them? If you're using them to control other people and to get them to break down, you're eroding trust. And so ask yourself, like, how effective is it to just fight and wear the person down? How effective is it to either go silent or to be on the receiving end of a silent treatment? So just, as my personal experience, when I have had silent treatments in my marriage, the point the person was trying to make was not being made. The silent treatment as a tactic and the inability to communicate was the point that was being made. And so it was not working as intended. And I remember feeling like I'm just going to carry on with the kids and just keep doing everything as normal. And, we're having dinner as a family. We're doing something, going in the car as a family. And it just was so tense. And so I want you to think about your experience with silent treatments, either on the giving or the receiving end. And then think about it in terms of like what you observed from your parents' style. Did your parents have effective communication patterns in your presence? Did you know how they resolved problems? Did they resolve problems? Do you remember tense car rides and family dinners? And so what I want you to take from this is that learning good communication is how you build connection. It is how you start to have the capacity to have a difficult conversation where you maybe are either giving or receiving hard information, hard realities that someone else is experiencing that they want you to understand or to change something. And if you have the tools to have a difficult conversation, it is an absolute game changer. If you don't respond the way you typically have, or that you observed your parents responding, and it created connection, would you want to know how to do that? Would you want to know how to have conversations that don't end up in fights and silent treatments? This is the kind of stuff that I work with my clients on all the time. And learning strategies and safe places to like figure out what's behind your reaction or their reaction, and then figuring out a new way to respond, that is a game changer in your relationship. That will build connection. That will repair. It has the chance of repairing, where just fighting and the silent treatment never will. It teaches the wrong lesson. And so I know you guys can understand this. If you've been on the receiving end of a silent treatment, you know that you were like, this is dumb. This isn't teaching the right lesson, or this isn't conveying their point. I'm just getting frustrated, or I'm disagreeing more fully than if we would have had a difficult conversation. So there's a couple of things at play here: learning how to communicate, and also sitting with the differences of opinion inside a relationship, and being able to accept that people aren't going to be totally on the same page as you, and that is an acceptable dynamic in your relationship. It is challenging, and it is also life-changing to be able to have difficult conversations and to move away from just fighting or having silent treatments be a regular part of your communication styles. Anyway, I invite you to set a call with me and let's talk about how to get out of this icky pattern. It will make a big difference, and you will feel a lot better about the conversations you have, and you won't avoid them, which would be a really nice change. Talk again next week.